Hello everyone! Welcome to our Get to Know Us segment of the Glowline Sisters and TerraKota Beauty. They're here at my studio today and I'm super excited to announce that I am collaborating with these girls. They have been my clients for the past few years, but they're more than that. I feel like they're more like sisters to me, and honestly, they bring all the good vibes. They're great souls, and I was super excited to hear that they're starting their own brand and their own business. So I am so excited to have you guys get to know. Welcome to these beautiful girls here. They're here in TerraKota Beauty, and we're excited to announce that we are hosting our very first Brunch and Talks on October 27th, which is a Monday, where we get to basically talk all beauty and have a little fun while we have a little brunch. So yeah, so let's begin. Araceli, if you want to introduce yourself and kind of tell us about your journey, how did you get started in the makeup scene, and then we'll go with Adriana.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, I've always been interested in makeup ever since I started like high school. When I was allowed to wear makeup, I kind of just dove in and learned as much as I could, and everyone saw how nice I did my makeup, and then they were like, oh, can you do my makeup? Can you do my makeup? Yeah. So I've been the unofficial makeup artist for my family for a couple of years now. I've done weddings, baby showers, the whole 9 yards.
She did my makeup today.
I did,
and I'm feeling glamorous. I feel so put together. I love it.
And if I could add, as her sister, it goes further back than that. When she was like 2-3 years old, she would put red lips on perfectly.
Oh,
so
cute.
Already, she would be this little girl with these red lipstick.
Oh my god, we need a picture of that.
It was
put it in the little
we do.
But yeah, I've always just been into makeup, but I've always just been kind of scared too. So I kind of went the traditional route, and I got my degree in healthcare administration at GCU. And I was kind of working in that field for a while, but my sister came up to me and she's like, let's start a business.
Beauty, aesthetics.
And so she just kind of, she's always encouraged me to do it, but I feel like since she's by my side, it kind of gave me the extra shove to actually
love that.
Yeah.
I always say it takes a village to really like get you started and giving you like that hype, and I love that. I have a sister as well, and I feel like I don't know where I would be without her. I feel like she definitely has gave me that push, like you just talked about, like to get something started and not let fear hold you back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I feel like that was my number one hold back, was that fear.
Right.
So just letting that go, my sister just being there.
And she is a natural. I feel like you did beautiful on my and it felt like I could fall asleep. So she has really like beautiful touch to her hands. So.
Thank you.
All right, Adriana, tell us about you, babe.
Well, I was also like my sister, kind of just thinking I had to go to school, get my degree. I've always liked the idea of going to beauty school.
Yeah.
Like my cousin went to beauty school and she was in high school, and she'd always do her hair. I'm like, I could do that. And I was like a freshman in college, and I convinced my friend to let me dye her hair.
Yeah.
like bleach it, everything. Oh my god, it looked horrible. So but I was just like, I could just do it, like just going off of watching my cousin do it. Anyways, so I've always liked it, always been interested, and I think, so I went to school. I went to nursing school after I had my 2 kids. Love nursing because that also helps me like go down different avenues depending on like what I'm most interested in. And so I've been a labor and delivery nurse because after my kids, I've just been obsessed with motherhood and babies and everything. And now I'm looking at myself and like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 37 this year. Like I need to get
amazing.
I'm gonna need to get my skin right, and so I'm kind of just getting into that obsession now. And so that's what really got me into like aesthetics, Botox, fillers, and then my sister, I'm like, let's do this. Does this make sense? So that's kind of trying to keep it as short as possible.
No, it's perfect.
My journey.
I love it. Something that stood out to me just by listening to you is you went for it.
Mm-hmm.
And you got inspired by your cousin. Even right now you were saying, like, with me, you got a little bit inspired to, why not me? Like, why not try and jump in on something that seems scary, right? And seems like, what if I fail? But I feel like you're only failing if you don't try.
Exactly.
So, period. I'm really proud of you girls for doing something like this. I've been in the industry for the past, like, 10 plus years, and I feel like I'm finally getting in a space where I feel more authentically like myself. So you're gonna go through like these journeys of like, okay, this is what I want to dab in, let's see where this takes me, or maybe this, or maybe that. But overall, if you're doing something you absolutely love and you have passion for, it's gonna lead you to where you need to be. You know what I mean? So thank you for sharing that, babe. And I'm excited to see where this journey may take you, and for you too, love.
Thank
you. Let's see, questions I want to ask you both. Have you guys ever like got into, how did you come up with the Glowline name?
Well, we know that, like, you know, natural, dewy, glowy are like very trending right now. So we did want to go with the times, but also some meaning behind the name, because, you know, we're sisters, right? And we're not just business partners. We were gonna go with bloodline, something like that, but I feel like it wasn't more
our tagline would something.
Yeah, something in our bloodline. Okay. So I feel like just kind of brainstorm from there is how we.
Question: how is it being in business with your sister? Because I feel like I mean, even with my own sister, because we've talked about like, hey, let's do something together, and she has brought it to my attention. She has said to me, like, I just don't want it to be like where we fight or we get, you know, like our relationship be stranded, whatever the case may be. And I've always reassured her, like, it's not about that. Like, family comes first, regardless, right? And business will come second, but business, they always say you don't want to mix business with like family or business with like friends, right? But you guys are doing that. And so I want to get your little take on it and how it's been working for you guys.
Well, I mean, it does have its challenges, because I feel like with the business partner, you're more like, not professional, but like, I feel like I can say whatever I want to my sister, basically. Right. So we just kind of like remember the respect. She is like a mom, so I have to remember that when she has to remember. Time. Yeah. We just have to respect each other, basically. That's beautiful. The biggest thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I think being in our 30s, can I say that? Being in our 30s, we kind of know each other pretty well. We know ourselves more too, I feel like. Yeah. So, like yesterday, we'll get down to a little bit. I was feeling hurt about something. I was feeling left out, because we have 3 sisters. So, you know, I'm the middle child, so I always feel left out. And so I have to check myself, and I really did. And I was like, okay, is this like a sister thing? Is this a business thing? Like, where are my feelings? Yeah. And definitely I felt like it was coming from like the middle child, like, okay, I'm feeling left out. But then it also came from being scared of like, we need to do this right now because our business depends on it, you know, like that fear. And so I called her when I was driving home, and I said, you know, I just want to I still feel how I felt, but it's more because I'm feeling scared. Like, I want to make sure we're doing all we can for our business.
I feel like when we're vulnerable, especially with like our siblings, we're able to like remove some of that armor of like, hey, this is, almost like feeling like you want to protect yourself, but also like allowing yourself to be seen. And then it's a little bit, it softens up the dynamic, right? And so when you are vulnerable, your sister's able to like help you in a certain way where, you know, whatever it was, like certain things that she said or actionary or whatever, it does create more of an ease to, especially like wherever, you know, you're able to actually understand and communicate that makes such a beautiful dynamic in the workspace, but also in your family dynamic.
And I feel like we both have the same goal. So like, I told her how I was feeling. I told her like, I'm scared, and she's like, and then we just start talking game plan. Okay, well, I'm gonna contact this person. I'm gonna contact that person. And so it's like, even though she didn't apologize, we were able to move on and soften.
I did that, sorry.
Oh, excuse me. we were like,
Yours are
okay,
so cute.
back to business, you know, and that's
Yeah.
like, ultimately that's what we care about, or we care about each other. But right
Yeah.
now, our focus is we need to get our business up and
Yeah.
running.
Yeah, for sure.
And honestly, I'm in the middle. So I feel like when they reached out to me, I thought this would be a great opportunity, not just for them, but also for me to be able to expand and do something new and bring. I feel like what we're trying to do is build community and not just like beauty, but also wellness, right? It's about getting other women together and uplifting, and through beauty, but also through connection. So,
Yes, connection.
I want to say thank you for coming into the studio. Do you guys have any questions for me? Let's do something fun. Like,
Yeah, I guess I would just ask, like, well, I guess we kind of already talked about it, but I just want
For
to
people,
camera.
yes.
Just like your biggest struggles on like the slow, because like we were telling you, it's kind of slower right now.
Yeah.
Just people don't know that we are open. Just kind of you know, get your name out there and get
Right.
clients.
Credibility.
Yeah.
so I always say, I've been in the business for a while, so I definitely have had my highs and I definitely had my lows. And this summer was very slow for me. And there was this moment where I was like, oh my God, like, am I gonna need a second job? Am I gonna like need to, because I also am a single mom and have 2 kids. So I literally had those thoughts. But then sometimes when you're in the season of slowness, I like to go inward and do a lot of like journaling, do a lot of brainstorming. Okay, like what do I absolutely love that I can maybe like start dabbling in, you know? Reaching out, networking has helped me a lot. Also just knowing that being in stillness or like your slower months, like there's gonna be some fruition afterwards too. So yeah.
Is that why you kind of went into your curly hair?
Absolutely.
I love
yeah.
that.
I was a hairstylist for almost 10 years.
Oh.
I actually went to school for cosmetology, so I did the whole umbrella, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of got burnt out with the hair. So I kind of decided to just focus on and dive in with the whole brows. And once I got really fucking good with that, once I got really good, I'm like, okay, I can kind of start doing hair again, but let me take it on another route with the curly hair now that it's been such like a big game. And I also have curly hair, so I figured why not, you know, be able to like help someone else in that journey like myself. And we've actually done Adriana's curly hair
She
journey
was my
as well.
first curly haircut.
Yes, and it's
Style.
gorgeous. So yeah, it's just you kind of start dabbling in different things, but just never lose sight of your vision. I'd say that.
Yeah, I feel like Adriana has a lot of vision for wellness side, just because she is a labor and delivery nurse. Just hear her talking really gets me excited for the future.
Yeah. I'm excited to be in the presence of 2 beautiful sisters.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So what do you do with criticism? Like someone coming back and feeling like, have you ever gotten that? Because you always do like really beautiful jobs. So I'm like, does she ever get this way?
Oh,
But like,
yes.
because I feel like in the beauty industry where people kind of have a little bit of like body dysmorphia where they pick apart their looks. When we see them, we see beauty, but they see like. So how do you like do that? Because I feel like it's bound to happen.
Do you mean self-criticism or criticism from someone else?
Clients.
Yes.
Clients? Okay.
But
so
knowing they look beautiful, but they're kind of being a little.
right. I know what you're saying. Yeah. Yes, I have gotten that. So sometimes their vision or their visuals of what they thought they were going to be expecting compared to like the reality of what they have and I have to work with, you know what I mean? Yes, it's going to look 10 times better, but for them, because their idea of it sometimes may not match like what the results came out with, right? So anytime I get any type of criticism, I hear them out. And I say, okay, like I hear you out. Maybe we could do this. I'll give them another alternative option. Or if you allow them, maybe we could in like 3 or 4 weeks, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Give them some options, but hear them out and just be like, yes, I see your point. Always agree with them. Always say like, okay. And then take that criticism to be better for yourself.
Yeah,
like next time, let me communicate better. Let me show them a mirror, like, this is what I have to work with. Are you okay moving forward? Because I think the biggest thing, I would say, communication, and making sure you hand them the mirror, and show them like what their expectation is, what you actually can deliver,
and then why you can't deliver.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So I've had a few where I've had to, tell them like, I can't do this, but here are some options, or here's someone else that maybe could do it for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And being able to not have any type of attachment to any of those criticism, or if they decide to go somewhere else, no one belongs to you.
Right.
No one will, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna like go to other people. They're gonna go and like try someone else, which is okay. But when they come back, you always want to greet them with so much love and care and kindness, period.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that answered.
No, for sure. I think that's what it is too. Like, just setting up expectations,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm expecting that too. Like doing Botox, and my one of my first clients, when I started, I'm like, please, like, if you don't like something, let me fix it.
Yeah.
She's like, well, how would you fix it? I'm like, well, we'll just like tweak it, like lift this here, we'll put that, you know what I mean?
Right.
We'll make it even, we'll balance it.
Yeah.
And so, because I know sometimes people, they don't like something, like, I'm never going back there again. But I'm like, let me fix it, because, we are in a business, but at the same time, we want to, like, we feel like we're offering people such good services and such good, like, knowledge that we just, and we're professionals, like, I feel like we can give whatever people want. Like, I feel like we have that power. So just let us know.
There's a story that comes to mind. When I first started in the brow business, I ended up waxing someone's eyelashes off.
Ooh.
So how do you fix that? How do you go from there?
Yeah.
I wanted to crawl in a fucking cave and never come out of. Period. I was like, this is not for me. Maybe I should never do this. But imagine if I just allowed myself to stay there and not allow myself to like continue. Right. So how could I fix that, right? In that moment, how could I, there's going to be moments where you can't fix right away. But there's, when I spoke to her, I told her like, I could put fake eyelashes on you. I could do your brow. Did she ever come back to me? No. But guess what? I learned from that experience. I was very like, I confronted the situation. I said, hey, I apologize. I just did this. I didn't try to hide it, right? I gave her options of like, you can come back. I'll do your eyebrows for free for like whatever. I was like, I'm so sorry. But it was a learning experience. She took it very sweetly. Surprisingly, she was so sweet. She's like, do my lashes grow back? I'm like, I swear they will. And thank God they did. But that was a lesson learned for me. And thank God I did all those like mess ups in the beginning stages, and you receive and you take and like get better from it. You know what I mean? So yes, there's going to be times where you're going to hit, rock bottom with certain services, but then you're gonna just never give up.
Yeah, I think that's what's important too.
Yeah.
Like, you're amazing, and self-talk, self-love, and that, everyone's, and especially with medical, like people have reactions to things like Botox or whatever. You just can't predict it. Like there are side effects to everything you do in the medical field. So you just
That's why consent forms are so important.
Yes. Yes.
I want to pick your brain a little bit. I want you to leave us with, I don't even know if I said that right, but leave us with a quote that you love, also for you. And then we'll close this chapter. And I hope you guys got to know us a little bit more in the Glowline Sisters, and hope to see you guys on October 27th. Yes. But one quote that you absolutely love.
One first thing that came to mind, which really changed my life, is like, when you know better, you do better. So once you know, like, you messed up, once you learn more stuff about yourself, you're like, you can grow and move on. So I actually have a magnet of that. It's like, when you know better, you do better.
So it comes to mind, it's called the growing mindset.
For sure.
Right? It's like, when you have that growing mindset, like, okay, I can become more, I can become better. Like, instead of like a fixed mindset, right?
Exactly.
Love that. What about you, my love?
So it kind of like similar to Adriana's, but it's I always have to tell myself this, because I have ADHD, so I have ADHD
Anxiety.
paralysis.
Okay.
So it's like if nothing changes, nothing changes. Like I have to tell myself that, because if I'm just sitting here and doing nothing, then all my dreams and all that not gonna happen. So I just have to go for it.
I love it.
One step at a time.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for sharing that. For being both of you for being open and vulnerable. So you can find this video on our YouTube channel. What's your YouTube channel?
Glow Sisters?
Glow
Glowline Sisters. Oh my god!
They're glowing though. They are glowing.
Glowline Sisters, yes.
And then I'll definitely post mine on my TikTok, TerraKota Beauty, and on Instagram. I do want to do a YouTube one day. But maybe this will be the first
Oh,
video.
yeah, you should. That'd be
good fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Go love our TikTok video of us dancing.
Oh yeah, we're having fun. Not so much.